much money. Why people pay so much for a feast, a wedding feast?
100,000 שקל.
It's stupid from one side. But why is it? Why people do it? Because they want to show that it's so very serious. More say. מספיק? מסודר לך? understand? אין אדם תורר בסעודה מפסידה. If you must pay 20,000 shekel for the wedding, you take this serious.
או 100,000.
Well, this is crazy. I don't talk about crazy. I talk normal, the minimum. Normal must take more.
According to Torah, sexual union according to Torah, sexual union constitutes marriage in the eyes of God. Therefore, we should be conscious that we should attention. We should pay attention that we should notice that any relationship except those forbidden in the Torah makes up a marriage. Therefore, there is
say again. Not exactly the halacha here.
Any relationship except what's forbidden in the Torah.
Forbidden Torah.
Any but what's forbidden in the Torah will constitute a marriage. And therefore, there is no such thing as relations outside marriage.
This is morality in covenant.
And
this is, I must say the truth. Gentile, if you have sexual relation without marriage, with not forbidden women, is worthwhile not to do it. It's not exactly halacha. This is morality halacha. I told you our difference between law what we must keep, if not keep, we punish him with very strong. Well, this is only morality education. The Rambam say clear that the Gentile is not forbidden like a Jew, because you must understand the world. Understand many times people Gentile missing. If you say that they are very big evil, then you will feel that he lose their life. He made a mistake, but is not the same level of the Jew. But the Jew is a big sin. But the Gentile is very not good to do it. But very big difference between the Jew and the Gentile in this point. Because we know the nature of the human, of the Gentile nature. Because the Torah not so strong with only what is forbidden. First relative is married women and homosexual, or this is what forbidden, what is complete. It's very strong. Finish. But this point is morality commandment. This belongs to the part of the morality. Hashem ever made this takone.
Ever.
Hashem ever. They made this. They made. They say the Gentile he must marry. But the Torah also say, but this is our difference. How much must to do it. So, at this point we must say the Torah wants, the Kadosh Baruch Hu wants that everybody have normal couple. This is what the Kadosh Baruch Hu wants for everybody. But if somebody from Gentile make a fault, it's not so bad like the Jewish nation. Because this, I told you, is more morality.
A married couple can divorce if both sides agree.
The Yerushalmi says that the dependent is the wife, but the Gentile is opposite of the Jew. The Jew is dependent is the husband, but the Gentile is dependent is the wife.
לא כתוב פה.
He say because both agreement. It's not wife can be halacha. According to halacha, the wife by himself make to divorce himself from the husband.
לא, כתוב פה. A married couple can divorce if both sides agree. It is also possible if only one of the two so desires.
Yes.
According to the law of the country. That Bnei Noach should abide by the laws of the state in which he lives in marriage matters. The marriage is a vow, not an oath or covenant. Therefore, it can be revoked, and both partners are free and commanded to remarry.
What's that?
A marriage can be battles.
Yeah, yes. But what's that?
And after that, both partners are free and commanded to marry.
To marry again.
They can marry, but it also says command.
What is the word commanded?
Let's ver.
I don't understand what means this sentence.
It means that if they were commanded to marry an urpurvu at first, and if they break up, now the individual person has to find another spouse.
Even the children. Because the Torah says, "Lo tov yot adam levodo," better than our family. The world much better if our family, if they live life, if they live as family. Torah wants family, not feminism, feminism. We must spread in a place of feminism, feminism. Much more normal the world than our family. The modern life now breaks their feminism.
According to the Torah, a married woman or a man are not allowed to have relations with other people.
Not true. The husband may.
Again,
but
married. A man, it says, a man, on the other hand, is allowed to marry more than one wife.
Yes, but it's not worthwhile.
And it's not...
It's not worthwhile. He made to do it, but it's not worthwhile. Much better when only one wife and one husband. Much more are bind together when it's only one and one.
Since the 10th century, the Ashkenazic Jews generally have only one wife. And today there are also civil laws in many countries against bigamy, which are to be followed as a law for the Noahide.
Not so simple, because if you know the situation in
the Mormons,
not only the Mormons, the situation in many places are more women than
China, came out China.
No, China is opposite.
Right. Like where's more?
In Russian are 1.9 humans.
To a man.
Amen. It's sometimes better to let they want to have children. It's not so simple. It's not so simple. This is the ideal is so, but it's not so simple to make this in a frame, in a closed frame. But now we say generally what is good to do. This is generally. But sometimes maybe we must change. According to the Torah gives us permission to be more flexible. Flexible. This point. This is the ideal. What we talk now is the ideal.
Then it gives you the prohibitions with whom you cannot have relations. Should I read it?
Yes.
A person is not allowed to have relations with his mother, sister, aunt, from his father or mother's side, his father's wife, even after the death of his father, daughter, granddaughter, daughter-in-law, mother-in-law, and her mother, his wife's daughters and granddaughters. A person is not allowed have
here are a little addition, not the all relative but are written here is prohibited. It is only worthwhile to do it. Not everything what are written here is prohibited. So I forgot if it's my fault or his addition that you say. We bring more relatives, but called the main halacha. So,
and it is not allowed to have men to men or women to women relations.
No, continue.
It is commanded for a person to have children, at least a son and a daughter. Only the female is allowed to use contraceptives like foaming pills. Also for Noah.
She not for this is for the husband, because she now is maybe more commended. In the future, if you know what was his danger life, what was the wife, for the mother, if you know was in the past, many women was dying when they was born. So now we know the Creator give us more knowledge how to do that. Now is like a game in the front what was in the past. If you know, my mother told me why the Jew bless Shulas Anisha. Why we bless me not our wife? Because we don't need have children. In the past, if you know, it was in my period when my mother was me, told me what was. I remember what was very big danger, because they don't know how to do easily. Our very big change, if you know now, complete different, because we are more close to the Mashiach time. This was a curse for the women forever. That's how till the bottom. Now, Baruch Hashem, we are close to the end of the history. The Kodesh Baruch Hu give us how to do a complete another world. Give this. They make more wise the place to come out the child. Don't know why in the beginning they don't know this what we can do. So like not operation, but a little operation, and complete another way. We came more by the place and the child go out. Because the place where the child come out very little. And this was suffering proof. Everybody was crazy. If Mora says there was promise to never go to the husband when she has a child, then the minute. Because you don't want to have again a child. But later she forgot what it was. But when in the same minute, because Rab Shimon say why she must bring a sacrifice, because he swears that he never come to make a relation with his husband. But later she forgot, and but now Baruch Hashem, complete another world at this point. So could be more now is more obligated about to bring children. Or Sameach say why the wasn't commanded, because the Torah don't want to tell somebody you must go in life danger. Because the wife in the past, every wife was is only voluntary. The Torah says voluntary. If you want to have children, I don't recommend it to you because it was very hard to have children.
And now when it's much easier, people don't have children.
Depends where you are.
In Europe?
In Europe, the suicide.
Western
no, in the West world is a suicide. It became crazy. But the Jew now much more children.
Jew, yes, of course.
The religious Jews are a big difference. In my childhood, the family has 3 children. 2, 3, 4 was my great family. Now, little family is 6. 6, 7 is a little family. 6, 7 children, nothing. 10, 14, this is a family. 10 children now is normal by us. Because the Kadosh Baruch Hu made it much easier to have children now. Finish.
It is an Israeli custom to be careful and not have relations with one's wife when she is having her period.
It's Jewish. It's only Jewish because it's a good.
Basov, it says.
No, but it's good, very good because
that's what it says. Yeah. Okay.
It's very healthy, and also you respect the wife when you keep it. People who don't keep it is the wife don't like it this time to have relation. A Jewish married woman is not allowed to have relations with her husband for 7 days, starting from the first day of her period. At the end of 7 days, she must go to a ritual bath, a mikveh, before she. It only says 7 days. Yeah. Yes.
And
the Torah commanded is 7 days, but we go 12 days is tradition. The women because they want to prevent problems.
A Noahide is not called to do so, but it is worthwhile. Also, the Noahide woman does not have to go to a mikveh, but it is recommended that she submerges herself in a pool of water.
I don't know.
A natural pool of water, lake, whatever.
I don't know why I mentioned it. It's worthwhile for the health. When she go to it.
This seems to be only a spiritual thing here.
The spiritual meaning I don't understand.
The rest of the sentence is like this. A person that submerges him or herself in water is as though cancelling his past and starting a new life.
This is for a Jew, because I don't know if it's, I forgot if it's my I can see later, it's my fault. This is not clear. This is addition. I find this addition, not mine.
The purpose of relations is to increase the human
What
race.
increase the word?
Leharbot. The human race, and to strengthen the ties between the married couple. According to the Torah, a husband is obligated to satisfy his wife.
This is called mitzvot honah.
All this is to strengthen the ties between the married couple. God created man and woman with an appetite and chemistry. So relations is a blessing from God, and it is not a sin in the bounds of permissive relations under the 7 laws of Noah. It is worthwhile for men and women not to sit one next to the other, at least in places of prayer. This is not to incite the passions or to protect the holiness of a person. This is...
What do you mean, to sit together in a place, in synagogue or in the bus?
At least it says, at least in a places of prayer.
A place, what you say? A place of?
Prayer.
A prayer, yes. Prayer,
in a holy place.
Yes,
this is in order to protect the holiness of a person. And then a person should not watch anything that is not proper, or be involved in anything that can incite passion. To control the passions.
We finish?
This part, yes.
Yeah, in this book is finished, or you have more?
No, we didn't. There's a few more. Charity.
There's 2 more at the next day. But this also we don't learn till now.
We didn't learn this part, no.
Oh, so we have a long...
There's more. Holidays.
Oh, good. We learn this in the next time.
We got here. So there's holidays. Then there's